Well, the month of July is well underway as I greet you from the mercifully air-conditioned office here at St. John the Apostle with this week's devotional. I want to think with you this week about the idea of living for the moment and having a great time. We've heard a lot of that during this coronavirus challenge. It's as if though a lot of people are willing to throw caution to the wind in order to have a good time because they really have doubts about tomorrow. If the virus is not going to get them, what's going to happen to the United States of America with these almost civil war-like challenges that we're facing? What's going to happen with enemies from around the world? Is life really worth the living, as mixed up as the world seems right now? All that kind of stuff goes into a lot of decision-making about having a great party today. And sometimes these parties can be pretty doggone self-indulgent. It's been quite a while ago that I did one of these about don't let your good time get in the way of someone else's good time, which is a good ethic of thinking of others. And last week I revisited that theme in another way, talking about the gesture of wearing a mask right now is a great symbolic gesture of caring for others as well as literally caring for them. And don't let that nonsense about I work for John Moran that I put on the mask detach from what was hopefully a deeper meaning than that. Today I want to talk to you about living for the moment and having fun, because it's not necessarily a bad thing. Just like anything else, it's what we choose to do with it. Money is not inherently good or bad, it's what we choose to do with it. Being a steward of time, being a steward of relationships. So I want to think with you about the idea of it's okay to have a good time. That's part of life. I love to have a good time. But one of the guiding principles of this is to not let today's good time cause hardship for tomorrow. It's a great way of bringing balance and good decision. Sure, I want to take a vacation, but I can't dip into my retirement in order to have a vacation now. I need to save and modify my spending so that I'm not jeopardizing my long-term future. Sure, I'd love to have a new car. The car I'm driving is 5 years old. The car Luke is driving is 6 or 7 years old now. But right now, that's just not possible, because in order to come up with the money and then to finance that new vehicle purchase, I would be severely damaging my cash flow in ways that would be psychologically and functionally harmful. And the day will come when I can purchase a newer vehicle. One of the great stories of the Bible that helps us with this is a story from the 25th chapter of Genesis. Perhaps you're familiar with the story of Esau and Jacob. They came out of the womb almost as if though they were twins. Esau and Jacob were very different as they grew older, just as different as night and day, even though they were twin-like brothers. Jacob was known as a rough, the Bible describes him as having a lot of facial and body hair, laboring type, hard-working, might have been a good professional wrestler for lack of a better example. Jacob was the more subdued, scholarly, more sophisticated, more executive, to use modern language, type of personality, both good men. But in the days of the Hebrew scriptures and the Jewish life, a birthright was given to the firstborn male, and Esau had come from the womb first, Jacob right behind. There was this competitive rivalry then, these two guys that were as twin-like as life can be, but they didn't come out simultaneously, with Esau having the birthright. And that birthright for that firstborn male opened all sorts of privileges and rites of passage and honors that were granted to the firstborn male in the patriarchal Jewish culture of the day. Jacob used his intellect to trick his brother out of his birthright. And the Bible tells about it in Genesis 25:29. Once when Jacob was boiling pottage. Esau came in from the field and was famished. And Esau said to Jacob, "Let me eat some of that red pottage, for I am famished." He could smell the aroma of it. You know how you walk into a movie theater. First job I ever had was at the 7th Street Theater in near West Fort Worth. And the manager taught the concession staff when to start the coconut oil in that popcorn popper. Right as people were coming in the theater, or right before intermission if we had one in the movie. And that aroma would fill that theater, and popcorn sales skyrocketed, and I hadn't found popcorn that good anywhere ever since. But that's the kind of feel you have here. And here is Esau. He's a laborer. He's dehydrated. He's tired. He's ready for dinner. He's a rugged guy with a robust appetite. And Jacob said, "Okay, but sell me your birthright." And Esau, being thoughtless, said, "I'm about to die." In other words, he couldn't see anything past his hunger right now. And he makes an impulsive decision. Live for the moment decision. I'm about to die. Of what use is this birthright going to be? That's like somebody who's afraid they're not going to see next month because of the coronavirus. So let's go out and have a good time right now. Jacob said, "Swear to me first." So he swore to him and sold his birthright to Jacob. And Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of the lentils, and they ate and drank and rose and went their way. Esau went forth, despising what he had done, despising his birthright. Instant gratification. Sold out tomorrow to have a great time today. It doesn't take a coronavirus to bring this into our world. It's in our human nature. We all need to have fun. We all need to have some laughter, some escape in whatever way it comes. We all have to make decisions of balance. So it's okay. Spend some money on today. Have some fun, especially right now when we all need a change of scenery. But as one who loves you from a spiritual perspective, let the guiding principle, the compass, so to speak, be don't rob yourself of tomorrow for today's good time. Thank you for thinking me about this. Hope it's been a blessing to you.